Now that we've completed our review of the analytical techniques and algorithms you will use as a citizen data scientist, it's important to provide some context and examples that will further your understanding of how to apply these techniques to the issues you face during your average business day. In this section, we will look at specific use cases to illustrate how augmented analytics can provide you with the foundation for decision-making by revealing results, the root cause of problems, trends and patterns and opportunities you can leverage to improve time to market, identify and mitigate risk, and accomplish many other tasks. For each of these use cases, we will provide suggestions for the type of analytical techniques one might use. Keep in mind that every type of business use case can be analyzed using more than one technique. And while we will not provide an exhaustive list of recommendations for each of the examples we cover, we will give you a place to start. The use cases listed on this graphic may or may not apply to your business needs, but they will no doubt provide inspiration to create your own use cases. Our first use case is one that considers customer churn. Customer churn is something every business faces, and the cost of attracting, acquiring, and retaining clients is significant for every business. So customer churn is something you definitely want to avoid. This analysis takes into consideration your customer base, demographic information, and the way your customers use products or services. By understanding why customers abandon your business, you can address the root causes and issues that create customer churn and prioritize these issues to address the most important factors first. You can alter marketing messages and campaigns to improve results and even create new products or services that will improve customer satisfaction and retention. Among the many considerations you might analyze for customer churn, your business use case might include services that each customer uses, like phones, the number of phone lines, internet services, online security, online backup, device protection, tech support, and streaming TV and movies. Or you might look at customer account information, such as how long they have been a customer, the contract length and detail, payment method, paperless billing, monthly charges, and total charges. Customer churn analysis might also include demographic information about customers like gender, age range, and if they have partners and/or dependents. When considering customer churn analysis, one might use the binary logistic regression technique. In this use case, we will look at fraud mitigation, a topic that is near and dear to bankers, credit card businesses, mortgage companies, and financial investment firms, among others. While one may think of fraud most commonly associated with finance and banking, or IT functions or networks, industries like healthcare, government, and public sector are also at risk. And fraud can take many forms and affect the supply chain in numerous ways. In order to protect the business from fraud, the team must anticipate the type of customer or typical situation in which a customer or transaction might be identified as fraudulent. An enterprise can leverage predictive analytics to identify the most likely areas and actors that will be involved in fraudulent activities. And by developing fraud detection models, the enterprise can reduce the cost and the negative impact to the business reputation and the bottom line. Businesses that are proactive in identifying these risks can better optimize resources and respond to changing trends and patterns. Augmented analytics is a perfect way to accomplish that task. By looking at historical data and identifying the signs of fraud, the business can create processes, set thresholds and alerts, and monitor results to establish a comprehensive fraud detection and mitigation model that will reduce risk and cost and avoid a negative impact on the bottom line. For this type of business use case, you might use a classification technique like K-nearest neighbor. When analytics are applied to maintenance management activities, the business can reduce downtime, anticipate when and how equipment will need to be maintained, and what resources and parts they will need to accomplish the maintenance tasks, so the enterprise will not be caught unaware. The enterprise can plan to order parts and schedule downtime for equipment. For a business that places and maintains equipment in a customer location, this type of planning is just as crucial. The enterprise does not want to risk its reputation with unanticipated downtime or the loss of revenue. Business use cases for this type of analysis might include manufacturing and production environments, utility and infrastructure businesses, and service industries. Forecasting necessary maintenance and equipment replacement and ensuring that the business is ready with resources and funding is critical and will help the business to optimize parts and inventory management, schedules and training, costs, customer satisfaction, and revenue. This type of analysis allows the business to take the guesswork out of maintenance and schedule maintenance tasks appropriately. In so doing, the enterprise can optimize resources, parts, inventory, and schedules to improve customer satisfaction and to manage costs. For a use case of this nature, you might want to use a forecasting technique like Holt-Winters. Quality is an issue for every business. Maintaining the integrity of a product or service is a paramount concern and will ensure customer retention and protect the company's reputation. Businesses that do not focus on quality will lose customers and market share and may experience legal risk or liability. In order to ensure quality outcomes, the business must identify quality issues to streamline processes and address product design imperatives or other flaws or problems. The benefits to quality control are numerous and include protecting your brand reputation, reducing business liability and risk, improving market positioning and reputation, and increasing and sustaining customer satisfaction. Using advanced analytics to identify quality issues will improve production processes, protect the business against liability claims, and allow the organization to more easily upgrade products, create new products and services, and anticipate issues along the way. Advanced analytics and predictive analysis can be used to achieve these goals in an IT consulting business, in telecommunications, in manufacturing, and many other industries. One might use a trend and pattern analysis for this type of business use case. This use case considers the subject of demand planning. Demand planning allows the business to anticipate demand during a high-demand selling season or in a particular area of the country or for a particular product or service. By forecasting demand, the business can plan for the number of suppliers, plan production schedules and resources for production, and ensure that inventory will meet demand. With augmented analytics, the business can accurately forecast the need for new warehouse facilities, new suppliers, new locations, new sales resources, and other needs, and also forecast demand for products and services across market segments. Businesses will benefit by anticipating changes in buying behavior, optimizing products and inventory, identifying the need for new features and design, optimizing the supply chain and production and distribution, and better controlling inventory to improve the bottom line and improving customer satisfaction. Augmented analytics allows the business to anticipate production demands, plan for new locations and markets, and predict targeted customer buying behavior and changes in product demand across multiple market segments. Businesses invest significant funding in inventory and warehousing, shipping, and every step along the supply chain. Where demand can be optimized, the business will alleviate the issue of inventory shortages or overages and optimize production and distribution to improve the bottom line and ensure that customers are satisfied. For this type of use case, the business might use K-means clustering method of analysis. The use case for product and service cross-selling and upselling is useful to understand what your customers like and where you can cross-sell, bundle, or upsell other products by leveraging what you know about your customer buying behavior. Every business needs to know what makes a customer buy or try another product and what features, design, or product or service combinations might help the business sell more units. For example, a retail store manager may want to analyze the optimal and strategic placement of various products in order to increase cross-sales. By looking at transactions, the date of a purchase, and what the customer purchased, the business can develop a comprehensive understanding of behavior and brand loyalty. The enterprise will benefit by increasing revenue, targeting new products and services, creating marketing messages to target a particular customer demographic, and improving brand loyalty and product and service mix. One could consider the date of purchase and the products purchased to find item combination and frequency of purchase. To perform analysis on this type of use case, the business might use frequent pattern mining. Now let's look at customer targeting. In order to anticipate your customer needs and target customer and market segments, your business must identify things that cause a specific customer to make a buying decision, so it can create products, add features, market and advertise appropriately, and reach out to customer targets with personalized messaging. To accomplish this analysis, the enterprise can look at customer demographics, the type of outreach they're currently doing and how much response they're getting, customer feedback, and other data. In this particular use case, the analysis looks at home ownership and the customer need for loans and mortgages, what type of customers will default, which market segment will respond to a particular type of marketing, and other factors. To perform this type of analysis, the business might look at demographic information, the number of days since the business last sent an email to the customer, the existing loan or account details, current home ownership status, and the customer's previous default history. By refining customer targets, the business can improve customer satisfaction and sales conversion, add additional product features, and design to satisfy customer needs. It can anticipate pricing changes, the need for new products and new sales resources, and plan for adequate marketing and advertising budgets. For this type of use case, the citizen data scientist might utilize the binary logistic regression technique. This is a use case for loan approval, where a bank is trying to determine what type of loan applicant is most likely to default on a loan, who is most likely to pay on time, and other factors. In this case, the analysis includes demographics like gender, age, education, marital status, occupation, past loan history, and other details. A bank, credit card company, financial investment firm, or venture capital business might benefit from this type of analysis by enabling productivity, anticipating and addressing the types of clientele that are most likely to default on a loan, mitigating risk, and optimizing available loan funds and investment. This business use case might be approached using the support vector machine technique of analysis. This use case focuses on human resource attrition. Like customer retention, human resource retention is important because stable retention eliminates the cost of advertising, interviewing, hiring and training for a new employee. Human resource attrition analysis allows the business to see which employees are likely to leave and which will remain loyal based on tenure, training, job responsibilities, and other factors. The analytical data set will include pay, performance and reward information, past work experience, team member demographic information like gender, age, education, marital status, and employment tenure, as well as job satisfaction rankings for things like satisfaction with pay, survey responses, and more. The business might also include performance reward contingencies. By reducing employee turnover, the business can improve hiring and screening processes, optimize existing human resources and compensation, improve training programs, and increase employee loyalty and satisfaction. For this business use case, the business might use the binary logistic regression technique. Next, let's look at a use case for online target marketing. This is a technique that's used to assess and track a website or app to determine what types of marketing campaigns will perform well for your business and help you create more targeted campaigns that will increase online sales. The analysis includes campaign-related information and messages, cost per click, and other factors. Businesses can benefit from this type of analysis by testing theories and hypotheses for price changes, new messaging, added features, thresholds for cost per click pricing, and sales conversions based on clicks. Refining this approach can improve return on investment and customer targeting and improve sales conversion, optimization of marketing budget, and brand loyalty. The business can use the K-nearest neighbor analytical technique for this type of use case. Marketing optimization allows the business to determine the influence of marketing and advertising campaigns and identify whether marketing expenses are effective for the business, so the marketing budget can be optimized and the business can improve return on investment. A business might include advertising expenses, and in the case of a hospitality business, it could include vacancy rates and other occupancy costs and optimization factors. A service-based technology business might look at its marketing channels, including ads on social media and in industry journals, to determine where its marketing budget achieves the best results and further target specific types of clients that consistently sign high-value contracts. The business will benefit by gaining a solid understanding of targets and customer segments and developing a successful marketing and advertising campaign to target each appropriate segment, thereby optimizing the budget and increasing sales conversion and competitive advantage. In its initial use case analysis, the business might use the Carl Pearson correlation technique and further refine its results by using multiple linear regression. This use case considers the analysis of external data for decision-making. A business often needs to combine internal data from its own data repositories with external data to analyze things like rainfall, population growth or changes, gross domestic product, and other data points. Government agencies, nonprofits, and organizations that manage research, health, education, and other disciplines can benefit greatly from this type of external analysis. A business might be looking at housing vacancy rates, college admission, or other issues where external data is married with internal data to gain a clearer understanding and forecast results. Businesses might look at GDP, or in the case of seasonal tourism, at the historical levels of rainfall, vacancy rates in hotels, and other factors. This type of analysis benefits a business by helping it to plan for resources, locations, partners, suppliers, marketing messages, supply, pricing, the development of new products and services, all to satisfy a niche, mitigate risk, and assess liability and other considerations. To perform this kind of analysis, the business might use the multiple linear regression technique. As we conclude this section and complete the use case review, it would be beneficial for you to review the supporting course documentation, in particular the section entitled, "What Do You Want to Do?" This section lists analytical technique categories and aligns them with the types of questions or business issues you may want to analyze. Once you have completed this review, take the time to jot down a few ideas of your own regarding business use cases that involve existing issues or questions within your organization, and consider the types of analytical techniques available to you to choose one or more that may be appropriate for your use cases. If you need to go back and review previous sections on analytical techniques or sample use cases in order to develop this information, please take the time to do so. This will put in context the business issues that you will face on a day-to-day basis as a citizen data scientist.